Black fearless aviators taking history making to a new height. Pioneers like the legendary Tuskegee Airmen are now center stage at the Southern Museum of Flight in Birmingham. Recently, the Air Force removed their remarkable achievements from basic training courses, but added them back. Now this evening, ABC 3340's Kiara Hood continues our Black History Month coverage.
Bravery, dedication. Despite the uncertainty, African-American pilots dared to fly, right in the shadow of segregation, shattering ceilings to serve in the United States Armed Forces.
So we get to tell these great stories about Birmingham and Alabama, and they're stories about heroism and bravery and sacrifice, but they're a really big part of our history here in Alabama because it's the story of overcoming Jim Crow and racial segregation, and that story has an impact for the entire country, but Alabama is one of the real centerpieces of that.
At the center of the Southern Museum of Flight in Birmingham, those inspiring trailblazers are on a pedestal. The first African-American fighter pilot, also a Tuskegee Airman, Mr. Eugene Bullard. Bessie Coleman, the first African-American woman to hold a pilot's license. This exhibit allows you to step inside and learn about the pilots who broke barriers, defied the odds, and soared in the face of adversity.
They get to see it firsthand, and one of the things we really like is not just to show off these things, but to let kids and people of all ages who visit the museum kind of see the role that they could play as well.
Randy Law is a curator at the Southern Museum of Flight. He says this exhibit emphasizes the importance of fostering future generations of pilots. Iggy Pullum, a pilot and volunteer at the museum, shares his thoughts on the importance of preserving this part of Black history.
The legacy of the Tuskegee Airmen extends far and beyond just Black men who initially told that they didn't have the aptitude to fly. It's not just Black history, this is American history, because it's Air Force history.
It wasn't just the struggles of the many yesterdays, but some recent ones as well. President Donald Trump's second term has come with a crackdown on diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. This led to the Air Force removing DEI training courses with videos of Tuskegee Airmen and the women Air Force service pilots. But the materials were quickly restored after serious backlash.
It's all about pushing the envelope of science, and that's what I got out of it. My race or anybody else's race, totally irrelevant. The helicopter or the airplane doesn't know who's flying it. It's up to the professional skill and the training of the person that's flying it.
Kiara Hood reporting. The Southern Museum of Flight invites both locals and visitors to explore the legacy of aviators. The exhibit will remain open through February with performances and demonstrations paying homage to those whose courage and perseverance helped break down racial barriers in aviation.